Did you know there's a politician who's been caught lying so many times? Fact checkers had to create a whole new category just for him? Welcome to the channel. If you're into breaking down global headlines, politics, and the truth behind the news, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Let's get into it. The New Republic magazine went even further, calling Trump's statements not just lies but nonsense without any logical foundation. Experts, analysts, and historians have noted that while politicians often bend the truth, Trump's dishonesty is on another level. Anthropologist Carol McGranahan stated that lying is common in politics, but Trump seemed to be uniquely skilled at it. Historian Douglas Brinkley said no other U.S. president has ever lied as frequently or blatantly as Trump, according to some scholars. Trump isn't just a liar, he embodies the concept of bull asterisk 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 asterisk, as defined in philosopher Harry Frankfurt's 2005 book. Frankfurt distinguishes liars from bullers. Liars know the truth but try to hide it. Bullers don't even care whether what they're saying is true or not, and that's what makes Trump stand out. Remember the birther conspiracy? In 2011, Trump began claiming President Barack Obama wasn't born in the United States, saying he doesn't have a birth certificate. He repeated this for years, pushing the false idea that Obama was born in Kenya, not Hawaii. Eventually, Obama publicly released his birth certificate, confirming he was born in Hawaii in 1961, rather than admitting he was wrong. Trump blamed Hillary Clinton, claiming she started the rumor despite multiple fact checks confirming that she never made such a claim. Trump's history of exaggeration goes even further back. Let's start with one of Trump's boldest claims. During rising tensions with Iran, Trump publicly announced that Iran's nuclear program had been completely destroyed. He emphasized the word obliterated as if nothing remained. But later, a leaked intelligence report from the U.S. Defense Intelligence Agency told a different story. Iran's nuclear sites had suffered minimal damage. Instead of responding to the report, Trump turned his attention towards CNN and the New York Times, calling for the dismissal of the journalists involved. Ironically, this outburst only reinforced the suspicion that the original story was indeed accurate. An Iranian news outlet, Amwaj Media, later confirmed that Iran was warned in advance about the airstrike and told it would be a one-time event. But this wasn't the first time Trump's relationship with the truth came under scrutiny. Throughout his presidency and career, Donald Trump has been accused of spreading false or misleading claims, thousands of them. According to the Washington Post, Trump made 3,573 false or misleading claims during his first year in office, alone averaging about 21 lies a day. The Toronto Star tracked over 5,200 false claims between 2017 and 2019. At first, many media outlets hesitated to call Trump's statements lies, but by mid-2019, that changed. The gloves came off, and newsrooms began labeling his claims exactly what they were lies. Even Trump's former chief strategist, Steve Bannon, once admitted the goal wasn't truth, it was chaos. His strategy? Overwhelm the media and public with so many conflicting statements that no one could focus on just one issue. Following the 2020 presidential election, Trump and his supporters continuously claimed that widespread voter fraud had cost him the election. "We were getting ready to win this election." Frankly, we did win this election, Trump said on live TV. Many compared this tactic to Hitler's big lie strategy, a propaganda method where a falsehood is repeated so often, people start to believe it. In 1984, GQ magazine published a profile where Trump claimed he owned an entire block on Central Park South. In reality, he owned just 2 buildings, barely 1/6 of the block. That same year, he also exaggerated his wealth to land himself on the Forbes list of richest Americans, and the lies kept coming. When he became president, he blamed rising unemployment and inflation on previous administrations without even looking at the real data. Again, it was all part of the same pattern. Say something outrageous, repeat it, deflect blame, and move on. In 2018, the Washington Post even created a new fact-checking category called Bottomless Pinocchio. To qualify, a statement had to be proven false and repeated more than 20 times. Trump was the only politician to instantly land 14 statements in that category. Even CNN fact-checker Daniel Dale said it was impossible to keep up. Trump introduced so many new falsehoods, the media couldn't chase them all down. So what does all this mean? Donald Trump didn't just lie, he weaponized confusion. He blurred the line between fact and fiction until people couldn't tell the difference. And in many ways, that tactic worked, but truth still matters. Whether you're a supporter or critic, we owe it to ourselves to stay informed, ask questions, and hold leaders accountable, no matter who they are. Let's go back to the 1980s. To land himself on the Forbes list, Trump reportedly exaggerated his net worth and even called the magazine, himself posing as his own spokesperson under the fake name John Barron. He claimed to be worth hundreds of millions more than he actually was. After that stunt, Forbes editors created a unique rule just for Trump. Editor Randall Lane once told MSNBC, "For 30 years, we've calculated his wealth by dividing whatever number he gives us by 3. And then there's the 1987 stock market crash. Trump told the media he sold all his stocks a month before and took no loss. But documents from the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission revealed he actually lost around $19 million. It didn't stop there. In 2009, Trump purchased a luxury golf course in Florida and renamed it the Trump National Golf Club. He installed a monument claiming a bloody Civil War battle took place there, saying the nearby river ran red with blood. And bin Laden had already been on America's Most Wanted list since 1998, 2 years before the book came out. So much for clairvoyance. In fact, Trump was caught in lies so often that just 6 months into his 2015 campaign, the fact-checking website FactCheck.org gave him a not-so-flattering title, King of Whoppers. They said, "In 12 years of tracking politicians, we've never seen one person lie this frequently. What makes it worse?" Even when caught, Trump rarely, if ever, admits he was wrong. One of the most disturbing lies came during the 2016 Republican primaries. Senator Ted Cruz was gaining momentum. Trump responded by repeatedly pushing a conspiracy theory that Cruz's father was involved in the assassination of President John F. Kennedy. There was no truth to it, none. But Trump said it anyway, and said it often. Eventually, Cruz lost. Trump didn't just bend the truth, he weaponized it. Another strange moment came in 2016 when white supremacist leader David Duke voiced support for Trump. Duke was a well-known former leader of the Ku Klux Klan. When asked if he would reject Duke's endorsement, Trump replied, "David Duke? I don't know who that is." Seriously? It was hard to believe that someone running for president didn't recognize the name of one of the most infamous white supremacists in America. Many suspected Trump was pretending. And if he was, what did that say about the voters he didn't want to alienate? This wasn't new. In 1970, Trump and his father were sued by the U.S. Department of Justice for racial discrimination, refusing to rent apartments to black tenants. In 1991, Trump reportedly said, "I don't like black accountants." He's also made offensive remarks about Mexicans, claiming, "They're bringing drugs, they're bringing crime, they're rapists." Trump's statements often echoed the exact language used by white nationalist groups, and the lies just kept coming. In April 2022, while speaking at a rally in North Carolina, Trump declared to a roaring crowd, "I am the most honest human being that God has ever created." The crowd burst out laughing, because after everything, how could anyone still believe that?